Hello, how we doing? We're doing side quests. I'm gonna start over there because there's less of them. There's a shit ton here. Where is that nephew of mine? I sent him to Twine on an errand a while ago and he still has not returned. If your travels happen to take you that way, could you keep an eye out for him? Knowing him, he probably forgot to take any water and is lying in a ditch somewhere. Perhaps you should take this, just in case. If he is thirsty, give him some to drink, and if he is sleeping, pour it on his head to wake him up. I knew it was a mistake to send that boy himself. Where could he be? Why does this desert have to be so dry? Never been so thirsty. Need water. Ah, you have saved me from certain death. Well, extreme thirst at the very least. But how did you know? My uncle. I just wanted to make him proud, to show him my gratitude to him for raising me. But all I do is cause problems. No point moping about it, though. I'll have to do better next time. Thank you for the water. It was much appreciated. My nephew made it back alive. I was so relieved to see him. I only sent him to deliver some smoked lizard meat, but I had no idea it would end like this. Still, it is important for both Garlic and Twins Twine to send these kinds of supplies back and forth. I wish we still had Talos, then my nephew would not have to go on such dangerous trips. He might be a fool, but he is a good boy at heart. Thank you for helping him return safely. My lizards are much better behaved now. It's almost as if something in their blood tells them this is the way things should be. $76. Okay. You must be a traveler, yes? Then maybe you can help me. I was looking around an abandoned house and I found a map of Almarang with a big cross drawn on it. It can only mean one thing: treasure. I want to go and look for it, but I have to stay here and guard the village. Could you go in my stead? If there are any shinies to be had, we can share them, yes? Here, take my spade and dig where the cross is. You discover a rotted chest buried in the soil. Show me what you found. Show me. And give me my spade back, please. Oh, this must be very old. Let us see what is inside. What? Nothing but junk. Rusty junk at that. Why would anyone bury this? Wait, is that a diary? I'm sure the former owner will not mind if I take a peek. It looks like the owner had to leave Armoring, but was planning to come back one day. And if that day ever came, they wanted to dig up the diary and continue writing their life story. I wonder if that person is still alive. Probably not, judging by the state of this chest. It must have been buried for a long time. Maybe their children or their children's children will come in search of it. If I read the rest, maybe I can learn who this person was, and then I'll put it back in a more sturdy box. And since there was no treasure to share, I will give you this instead as payment for your hard work. The darkness makes my job very difficult. That is why we have lanterns above the gate. I have seen you around, traveler. You like making yourself useful, yes? There is work for you if you are willing. One of the lizards that I raised for meat escaped some time past. I thought it would have been eaten by predators by now, but a miner from Twine said that it attacked her. It seems to have grown into quite the brute. Which brings me to the job in question. I want you to put a stop to its mischief. Kill it, in other words. I would recommend softening its hide first with a splash of this oil. Once you have taken care of it, bring me its meat. No point letting it go to waste. I heard it was prowling around the outskirts of the village to the west, and I will know from the smell if you attempt to rob me off with meat from another lizard, so do not even try. How does that still hit me? killed it, you say? Prove it. Very good. That beast put us through a lot of trouble, so it's about time we had something to show for it. They are usually quite harmless when they are young, but this one was a vicious little bastard. Even then, this serves him right for mauling passers-by. If he had any sense, he would have disappeared for good. Anyway, I will dry this meat and send it to Twine by way of apology. For you, this should be an ample reward. Many people pass through Garrick. We normally see ones from Lakeland again on their journey, but some of them never come back. Do, 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 do. Where are you? In that building. Oh, what to do, what to do. I want to make traditional mork stew and I only need one more ingredient, amberweed. But it has become scarce around here, except for in an area that is plagued by evil weapons. Funny name, not so funny when they are trying to kill you though. There is an especially horrible one called the Wandering Weapon, who the others seem to follow. If you could get rid of it, the rest might leave us alone. Then I can finally harvest amberweed in peace. So will you help us? I hate that Wandering Weapon and its big stupid face. Oh, I'm experiencing some serious lag. You did it, hooray, now that amberweed will be mine. But I wonder if the other evil weapons will come back. I hear they were made by the mages of Naboth, a rank from enchanted swords. Do not ask me how they ended up looking like that, though. Apparently, their masters disappeared after the flood, with no one to command them. They have been prowling around Amber, attacking everything that comes close. I hope that by getting rid of the Wandering Weapon, they will stay away for a while, but who can say? All I know is I can make my stew now. My stomach thanks you. Traditional Mork food is not for everyone, it seems. Visitors always say, too much meat, not enough vegetables. It is a dire emergency, dire indeed. You must help. Follow me, I will explain everything. Hear my plea, noble traveler. My son was playing with his favorite gemstone and somehow it ended up on that balcony up there. I told him if it's so precious, he should stop throwing it around like that. But alas, my words fell on deaf ears. It looked so pretty spinning through the air. Oh, how it sparkled. Enough of that, you fool. As you can see, it is too high for any of us morgue to reach. We are simply not built for such acrobatics. I have a feeling you would be fare better. This way, please. I would do anything to get my gemstone, but Mother says no jumping off cliffs. My poor boy, what did he do to deserve such awful luck? With your strong legs, you should be able to reach the roof by jumping from that plank over there. Though the endeavor may be fraught with peril, you must get my son's gemstones back, or I shall never hear the end of it. Where is my gemstone? Ah, I thought I would never see it again. I am so happy. Father gave this to me. See how it shines? I wanted to see it twinkling from above like a star. But if you want to see stars, you need only look to the night sky. Yes, Mother, you are right. This is my star. I shall keep it with me always. Though we may never be able to repay your kindness, honorable stranger, please accept this as a token of our gratitude. I will never forget you. I say, I was wondering if you could help me. My chocobo and I are carrying goods from the Custarium, and we stopped off along the way to make use of a local well. Unfortunately, some of the residents did not take too kindly to our presence. They pelted us with clumps of strange smelling powder, and we were forced to run. Terrible business, I tell you. Worst of all, I didn't even have the chance to draw any water. Unless I refill these skins, I fear we will have no choice but to turn around and go home. I did manage to catch the name of the Mord who came after us. Gil, they called him. I don't suppose you could have a word with them and find out why they took such offense. Yes, his name was definitely Gil. Yes, we chased them off because they were being followed by a pair of amber iguanas. Very dangerous they are. We cannot have people bringing them into the village. But if you kill two of those iguanas, your friend can use the well. Of course, the ones that were following him would be best, but who can tell the difference? Any of them will do. I want proof though. Bring me some of their meat, then we will talk. So, have you done as I asked? That is tomorrow's dinner taken care of, then. Alright, your friend can use the well, and give him this. It is a powder made from the dried flesh of amber iguanas and mixed with herbs. They cannot stand the smell, so we scatter it on ourselves to keep them away. Nothing says stay out of our village, nasty iguanas, quite like the stench of their dead relatives. It's true. What's this? I see, so they're willing to let us in, provided that we cover ourselves in this powder? Yes, I can see the logic in that. In fact, I fear we owe Gil, and the others an apology. I'll feel a lot better about using their well once we've had a chance to clear the air. Of course, if it weren't for your help, we'd either be going home empty-handed, dying of thirst in the desert, or even being eaten by those horrible iguanas. 1,000 thank yous. While we took an enormous risk in coming here, the treasures we found made it worthwhile, but we were forced to throw them away when those creatures came after us. Very valuable they are. The Ronso miners who used to live here in Kalik had some excellent shinies. After the Mistle arrived with their towels, everything changed, and most of the laborers relocated to Twine. The place was abandoned and they only took what they needed, leaving everything else behind. Maybe these shinies were not so important to the Ronso, but to us scavengers, this is a treasure trove. If we were to return empty-handed, the whole expedition would have been a waste of time. Will you help me reclaim our bounty? The most precious were the bag of ancient coins, the pretty tableware, and the damaged chest. Once we have those, we can go home. What is even happening? Not just pretty, but valuable too. Thank you. It looks like you have found all of them. May I take a closer look? These coins might not be worth much after all, but this crockery should fetch a small fortune. And then the picture, you can see the likeness of the great Kelk, the elder who they named the town after. Collectors will pay a lot for this. By the works of art, but the works of art inside this chest are the real prize. The historians will go giddy when we show them these. But I cannot help but feel a little sad. These scenes of bustling streets and children playing are a far cry from these crumbling ruins. It's hard to believe that this was once their home. This is one of the reasons why we scavengers take pride in our work. Though these are through these artifacts we are able to learn more about the past, so that it is not forgotten. Thank you kindly. There is one last thing I would ask of you, if I may be so bold. We are now ready to return to Twine, but I'm afraid that I picked up a rather nasty injury while fending off those beasts. It is not serious and should heal in time, but it will take a while for me to complete the return journey. I would be grateful if you could go ahead and let our friend know that we are on our way back. We will see you in Twine. Why is my connection so bad? So, did you find my fellow scavengers? I'm so relieved. My reputation is safe, and also my friends are not dead. But one of them is injured, you say. I should make sure he at least reaches Twine before he kneels over. Unfortunately, we Mord do not heal in the same way as Humes or Ronto, so their treatments will not work on us. You will need freshly prepared ointment to seal the wound, made according to our traditional recipe. While I can get most of the ingredients here in Twine, I still need 2 plump, juicy rock wrigglers. If you could go and catch some for me, I will take care of the rest. They like to hide in the cracks, so try hooking them out with this knife. Time is of the essence, so please do not dilly or dally. You have the rock wrigglers? Excellent. Once I've squeezed out their blood and mixed it with other ingredients, the ointment will be ready. But before we leave, my friends wish to offer their thanks. You were under no obligation to help us, but you did so without a thought for your own safety. We will never forget you. And the rest of us of Twine is sure to be impressed by our adventures. I'm glad to be alive to tell the tale. Your deeds will live on in the stories we share with our children and our children's children. Fare thee well. Are you busy? Didn't think so. I'm offering coin to anyone willing to fill up the lamps. Interested? There are four of them. Here's the oil. Come and see me when you're done. Finally finished then. Gnomes didn't get in your way, did they? There seem to be more and more of them these days. Makes even filling the lamps a pain in the ass. Still, can't let them stop us from doing our jobs. Just another occupational hazard. Anyway, here's your pay. Good work, sinner. That's a weird shadow. Oh, that's the green thing on the ground. Have you seen a gnome before? Everybody hates them because they eat our gems and attack people. I want to go into the mine and fight them, but everyone says I'm too young. What do you think? Those things will kill you, dude. I'm not scared of those stupid gnomes, but maybe you're right. Why don't you show me how it's done? If you can beat that really old one, nasty one, I'll be impressed. I want to see how brave you are. I can't wait till I'm big enough to fight them myself. It seems my boy's been spouting all sorts of nonsense. You did it. It was all my idea, though. Thanks to me, the mine's safe. Stupid kid. I'm sorry for the troubles he put you through. All's well that ends well, I suppose. He's certainly done us miners a favor. And I'm sure he would have been there beside you if you were older. He just needs to wait till he's strong enough to back up that big mouth of his. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to him and clear out the mine. Though it's not much, please accept this as a show of thanks. Excuse me, miss. That bloke you were talking to dropped his pipe. It seemed sort of old, might be worth something. I'd run over and give it back to him, but I've got a job to do. Maybe you could do it instead? Let me guess, my boy's up to his old tricks again. My pipe. I've been looking for this. I can't thank you enough for bringing it back to me. There's a bit of story behind it, you see. If you have the time, please come and meet me in the graveyard. I'd like to tell you a tale, if I may. I'm glad you decided to join me. You see, this pipe was once owned by a much loved and respected member of our community, who now rests beneath this very soil. He was a good friend to many of us, myself included, and came from a long line of Bronzo going all the way back to the great Nubi. The mine was named after his ancestor. He always felt a sense of pride in his work, and led digs that went deeper and deeper into the rock. No matter what happened, he never gave up, and the Talos Masters left 15 years ago. We ran into all sorts of problems. We lost so many good workers to cave-ins, sin eater attacks, injury, and simply leaving for better prospects elsewhere. Even then, he kept digging. Though he is no longer with us, we try to follow the example he set. I always carry his old pipe with me as a memento of the days we spent together. I'm grateful to you for taking the time to listen. It's good to know that someone from outside of Twine has an interest in the work we do and the reasons we keep going, in spite of everything. Which reminds me, I need to see the others about getting rid of those wretched gnomes. But I hope I will have the chance to speak with you again one day. Fare thee well. Do 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 do. Oh, he's the chain quest. Okay. To this chain quest, so I'll save these two for the end. Alright, it's good to know where they are. They will not escape me this time. Oh no, who? Criminals. They ignore morgue, law, and shame us all. We must never take crystals from the wall, or for we believe they can turn people into sin eaters. Even pieces that fall off are forbidden. But those swindlers collect them all, sell them. Of course, they do not tell their customers where the crystals come from, but I know their secret. That is why I am here, to bring them to justice, breaking our code, selling under false pretenses. Very serious crime. I have tracked them this far and they will soon be mine, but there are too many to catch by myself and I dare not risk failure. Stranger, will you lend me your aid? I will circle around from the west of the place while you approach from the east, like the jaws of Zondemir, snapping shut. Take them alive if possible, but if they resist, show no mercy, for you will get none from them. When it's over, meet back here. She's seen too much. Kill her. Heh. I take it that's not your blood. The ones I caught also refused to come quietly. Well, what's done is done. They got what they deserve for spitting on our code. Whether the walls crystals have anything to do with sin eaters is not for me to say. What I do know is that without rules, without law, we are no better than beasts. Beasts, I tell you. Uh, Excuse me, before we part ways, here is your reward for punishing the wicked. I've seen you before, part of the group that went into Malika as well, right? Thought so. Thanks to you lot getting rid of the Sin Eaters around here, there's a chance we might be able to put these remnants of Namratha Rang to good use. The well was originally dug under the orders of some Malakan or the other. I forget which. She used cool water from underground to keep off the desert heat. Years later, when the mining industry hit its stride. The need for water in the ore washing process led to its expansion, but as you can tell, it's been in a state of disrepair for years now. Still, we'd be fools to let the well go to waste, so I'm looking into getting the old machinery working again. Some of it's a bit tricky to get to, though, and I could do with the hands, so fancy earning a few gil? I need you to inspect the lift or carrying work. Although some of the less important parts are in need of replacement, the mechanism itself appears to be in good condition. It sounds like it won't take much to have them in working order. When I share the good news with the folk in Twine, I'm sure they'll send a few laborers to help with the repairs. Getting Malka's well producing water again will be a good start, but we'll need the Talos up and running to have any chance of reviving the mining industry in these parts. We'd best take it one step at a time, though, and you helping me here was one such step. Your reward as promised. I know you. You're one of the people who raised that enormous Talos. It was a day I'll never forget, to think that inside it was the core that Agra unearthed. It brought tears to my eyes. And I wasn't alone. We were all reminded that she gave her life trying to bring Talos back to Armorang. Many of us, myself included, wish to continue our work. Even without Daedalus Stoneworks, we'll find a way. Of course, there is a lot more to Talos than their cores. The parts that house them are equally important. We're collecting them for our use in our tests, with the aim of eventually building our own from scratch. Perhaps you could lend us a hand. If you're not too busy with these old stonework tools, you should be able to open up one and take out the housing compartments inside. be grateful for anything you could bring us. God damn it. Oh, that was weird. Find anything? Oh, you don't see many like these, and this one shows almost no signs of wear and tear at all. I can't wait to show the others. Of course, we still have a long way to go before we can build our very own Talos. But you've been an enormous help. Many thanks. Okay. All that's left is twine. But I'm gonna save that for another recording. Thank you for watching. and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.